Home is behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread, through shadow till the edge of night, till the stars are all alight. Mist and shadow, cloud and shade, all shall fade, all shall fade. Have you ever been present when the door closes on or opens up for someone, yourself or someone else? I remember the time I was present to my daughter. She was just learning to speak, and she was so excited about the world, exploring it. And as we were walking through outside, a bird landed next to her on the sidewalk, and she said, "Dada, Dada," and she pointed. And I said, yes, that's a bird, honey." And she said, "Buh." And I said, "Yes, good, bird, buh." And she stared at that bird, and she wanted to understand it and be with it. Bird. The next day, we came outside again and we were playing, and a bird landed in a tree nearby, and I happened to be holding my daughter, and I turned her toward the tree and I said, "Look, Madeline, look. There she is. There's a bird," thinking she would be excited. She took one look at that feathery creature and turned away. When I gave her the word bird, she stopped seeing it. She'd seen birds. She had spent the day before looking at them, and she got a word for it, and she moved on. The day you get a word for something is the day it disappears. I think we should consider that. That's a serious lesson we need to learn. We have plenty of words and ideas about ourselves, about other people, and about God. If we're Christians and we want to talk about Christ or God, we have words. The word God, the word Christ, the word self, the word other. If we're honest with ourselves, we are really nothing more than lost in mystery. And yet we spend plenty of time gathering words and ideas, explaining that mystery away, making sense of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we shouldn't think. We should. That's why we have minds. But the problem is, we think we know. But the story of the prince reminds us we don't. Oh yeah, I know, it's a story. It's silly. It's very far-fetched. But when everybody disappears into that pond, and when the prince wakes up and realizes that the life he lived, was gone in seconds, and that how is that any different than our regular lives? Where's the lives we are living right now? They're disappearing into the pond, maybe a pond like this one. So I want us to realize that the one truth that really will help us here, I'm not asking us to give up words, but I want us to be able to relax and let mystery take front and center like when we were kids. Jesus said to be like children to enter the kingdom of heaven. And I don't think he means innocent, because children aren't innocent. Anyone who hangs around children long enough sees them getting into a lot of trouble. What I think is meant is they're powerless. They don't know, and they can't know. They can't control the world. They can't control ideas. And words are ways for us to control and to know and to feel safe. But anyone who wishes to walk the spiritual path, anyone who wishes to be a Christian or a leader in that church, or wishes to live their faith deeply, has to acknowledge that the doorway in is mystery. We don't know who we are. We can't know. Any definition we have of ourselves fails, because there is no definition. There's only description. Our name, our address, our bodies. If we list those things, those aren't definitions. Those are descriptions. It's no different for our friends or the strangers on the street or the people we bump into at work and school. And it's no different for God or Christ. Mystery is the doorway in to deep understanding, an understanding that's underneath words, underneath ideas, but is there if you allow for it to come to the surface. So we're on this journey of life. We're in the middle of it. Wherever we are on the path, where are we going? Who are we? Let us be open to the mystery. Have you ever noticed when the door is opened or closed? I recall watching my daughter, seeing the door close as she lost some sense of mystery in the world. But it's not a permanent loss. We all can regain it if we just allow for words and ideas to fall away, if we allow for encounter.